In this video, I am going to be talking about pointers and array of pointers. First, let me quickly talk about pointers. A pointer is a variable to hold an address of another variable or a object. Right? You know how to create a pointer and how to make it point to another variable. To be able to point to a variable, you need to have variables. So let me create a variable and initialize this to 6. So now this pointer is pointing to variable x, right? Similarly, you can also have a structure and you can have an object of student type object. Now you can have a pointer to point to this student object. Right now, in this case, this pointer so using this pointer, you are able to access the data. You are able to write data into it. For example, if I want to write, instead of 6, I want to write 7. So, or if instead of the ID 1001, I want to write 1002, then so I can write ID to 1002, or if I want to use a different name instead of Bali, I would change the name, right? So for this is about accessing the data, for changing, for mutation. Now you can access data for just a query purpose. For that, you don't want to make change, just want to use data, read the data and display it, or use some other purpose. Right, let me show you the output of this code. There's some problem. I need to put this define thing here. So let me run it again. So we have the output here. You can see the data accessed for display, for query purpose. Right. So this is about pointer and pointer pointing to an object. When we talk about array of pointers, we may have a situation where multiple objects, we want to work with multiple objects, but we want to work with that object through the pointer, right? For example, I have 4 variables int x, equals to 5, y equals to 10, j equals to 15, and w equals to 20. So I want to work with this variable using the pointers. Ideally I would need 4 different pointers, but I don't want to use 4 different pointers. I want to be able to better manage those different pointers. So array is a data structure that allows you to better manage the multiple pointers. So I would like to create an array of pointers and make the element of that array to point to these elements, right? So the syntax for creating an array of pointer is, particularly the syntax for creating an array of pointer to point to integer type objects is going to be like this: int pointer followed by the name of the array, IPARR, and the number of elements 4, right? So you can initialize this array to the addresses directly: address X, address Y, address G, address W. Or it's also possible that you can initialize individually. So this way you created an array of pointers and initialize the elements of that array to the addresses of X, Y, Z, and W. So now you are able to use an array: I equals 0, I less than 4, I plus plus, and you can display those individual data. You can access the address using this indexing operator, and if you want to access the data, then you need to perform this indirection, right? So now if you want to make changes, then you can access for making changes, right? So I want to just increment all the elements and display again. So let me show the outcome of this code. Still there is some issues, I guess. Let me try to fix it first. X3 definition. So X was used before, so I want to use XX here just to make it different. Now you can see, I think there's an issue problem. So for displayed, I think these are displays okay. This is displayed okay. Now 4 elements displayed and incremented and displayed again. So maybe I would want to display that in different lines. Right, so let me run it again and show you the output. So you can see 5, 10, 15, 20, 6, 11, 16, 21. So this is one application of area pointer. Another application could be that you can think of many different applications of array pointer. The application where we are more interested to discuss is going to be use of to point to dynamic objects. Right, that's going to be a topic of discussion, and maybe in the next video.